Nintendo itself is being transformed, with expansion to universal theme parks, mobile devices, and our new dedicated game platform, codenamed NX, which we'll tell you more about in 2016.
More than anyone, I've been resistant to talking about the NX because I think the Wii U is a great system that gets far more hate than it deserves and shouldn't be quickly tossed aside. Unfortunately, it seems like within the last few weeks, Miyamoto and Reggie keep bringing it up in interviews, and even E3. If the ball is beginning to roll on the Nintendo NX, here's a few things I predict we can expect on Nintendo's next platform. At some point between the GameCube and Wii, Nintendo decided to throw out the playbook on what a standard controller looked like. It paid off dividends, as the Wii sold over 100 million units and became a cultural phenomenon. When Nintendo tried to be equally innovative with the Wii U, it didn't exactly go according to plan. Sales were lackluster, and even Miyamoto acknowledged that it was launched at the wrong time period. Odds are Nintendo isn't going to resign themselves to just a standard controller for the NX. They're 50-50 when it comes to bold moves, and even more successful when you consider how gimmicky the DS sounded when it was first announced. Look for the big N to shake things up again. Whether it's successful or not is another issue entirely.
Play Nintendo games, get special rewards. It's Club Nintendo, our way of saying thank you to our fans.
We don't know what Nintendo is working on as a rewards program, we just know it's supposed to replace Club Nintendo and address some of its flaws, which is good because there were many. My bets are on Nintendo first and foremost finding a way to link purchases to an account instead of a system, so we can recover the games we've downloaded if something happens to our device. In addition, I foresee them deactivating earning coins to get free games, which is too bad because most fans enjoyed that. Either way, Nintendo is getting a new reward system, and I'm betting it's going to be deeply intertwined with the NX. There have been plenty of naysayers that have suggested Nintendo should drop out of the console market and deal exclusively with handhelds. While I don't believe this is happening anytime soon, I do think Nintendo would be wise to integrate their handheld devices more with their home consoles. We saw glimpses of it with the ability to use your 3DS as a controller for Smash Wii U. Cross-saving on Monster Hunter 3U meant you could collect materials on the Wii U, transfer your save to the 3DS, and pick up where you left off. If Nintendo continues to hit it out of the park with their handheld devices, which they most certainly will, they would be wise to encourage those users to pick up the NX console by rewarding people for owning both. I know, this one seems obvious. Both the Wii and the Wii U were backwards compatible, as were pretty much every Nintendo handheld system since the beginning of time. Of course, if we assume that NX won't have a gamepad, that means Nintendo will certainly have some hurdles to overcome in translating Wii U games to their new console. But the Wii U's life has felt shorter than it should have been, and few things would temper frustrated customers who bought the Wii U a year or two ago only to have it abandoned more than knowing their games were still playable on the NX. I'm on the fence about this one. On one hand, Nintendo took the Miiverse, which didn't make much sense at the beginning of the Wii U's life, and turned it into something awesome by the time Splatoon came out. I fully expect Nintendo to realize that one of the things they got right this generation was the Miiverse and double down on it for the NX. On the other hand, we've seen Nintendo be frustratingly resistant to any kind of real online interaction in games, and it's hard to believe they're just gonna turn over a new leaf. The type of communication Nintendo fans want will most likely be sorely lacking, but if you enjoyed the Miiverse, chances are you're going to have a lot more to get excited about on the NX. So there you have it. Those are my predictions for the features the NX will have. Of course, we don't really know anything at this stage of the game, so it's all speculation. What do you think the NX will look like? What do you want the NX to look like, since those are probably two totally different categories? Let us know in the comments below, and as always, you can find more information on Nintendo, Sony, Microsoft, PC gaming, and more on pixelattack.net.